Hey, you guys, welcome back. 7 Days to Die. I couldn't take it anymore, man. I couldn't take it. So I was reading up a little bit on the blog for 7 Days, and there's so much stuff they've added, even since the last time I had talked about what was possibly coming out on the... Wait, do I want to put this in here? I don't think so. I talked about, what we could expect from the update, right? We're talking about Alpha 13 here, and there is so much stuff. They even said that it's like a almost like a new release type of thing. Like it's that much, or not a new release, a sequel is what they said. This could almost be a sequel already, which is crazy to think of, like all the stuff that's going on already. I don't know. It's nuts. And I'm not sure what happened last time I was in here, but apparently I came in here and my leg was still sprained, so that's a thing. I guess I was building. Looks like I was building some stuff. That doesn't go in there. Put that in there. Put that in there. Sticks. And man, my thing is full of junk. I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna go outside and look at the world. Do I have food? I must have taken my food off because I was being chased for some reason. It's been, what, a month? Has it been a month since... It said it's almost been a month since I've played. I don't know if it's been a month since I posted. But honestly, like, I'm playing a lot of Fallout, right? Because, one, it's new, and I really, really, really like the game. But I miss all my other games, Like, we've been playing this one forever, but man, it's just so much fun. Really? I wish I could just cut down a branch, because that is an awesome tree that grew. But it grew awesomely into my into my little thing, huh? They've added, what did they call it? Oh my gosh. There's so many things. If you guys are interested, you want to go look for the 7 Days to Die blog, and they show pictures and descriptions. There's also, I think, 2 different videos that they've put out. Now, they're not the most exciting videos. They're done by, like, the developers and stuff. They're not designed to be... They're more informative than entertaining, okay? That's the difference between, like, I don't know. I'm not... Never mind. Anyway, they're very informative, though. Now, they said that what they're doing is they've included something called a screamer. Yet, when I looked at the blog, it was like the latest thing that they're doing. The idea of the screamer is that the spider zombies will go back to being... They won't be, like, only coming out at certain times. Like, what they say is... And I found out why, the settlement... Say you got a settlement here. This is my area. The more I'm here, the more I'm doing stuff here, the more I'm building. It builds up a heat map, right? A heat map... If you guys don't know what heat map is, say if all your movements were tracked. Wherever I walk leaves a traced footprint. And the more you do those footprints, the more, like, say wherever I go, it makes orange marks. Let's just say that, right? It makes orange marks. And as you do that more and more, those orange marks, theoretically can make a heat map, meaning where you spend a lot of time. And the greater that heat map becomes, the greater the chances that the spider zombies would come to that area, scream or screech and make their sound, and then call in the horde. So that's why when you finally find like an area that you want to establish and stay there, you're going to create a heated area that's going to draw in the zombies. That's how the game knows to come find you. So what they did was, and what I saw, there's some things that you don't know that's going on until you actually see it. And, I never saw a lot of them until, those last couple of attacks we had going. So they're putting them back to normal, to where like you see them crawling up your walls. They're spawning in like normal zombies, and they've replaced that mechanic of the guys who call in these zombies, the hordes, as this zombie called the Screamer. Okay, the Screamer zombie. Probably shouldn't have looked backward, and I didn't bring any beer. Delish. So this Screamer zombie immediately made me think of, have you guys ever seen or played Killing Floor? And you know the Screamer, ah! And it screams and it makes you like, I don't know if the thing's gonna make you get stunned or anything, but it's interesting the fact that they're adding in a whole new zombie character to this. Hey, there's a car at this one. That's actually a pretty good sized tent. I should have brought some beer. It would have made running for this crate easier. I don't know if I'm gonna find this one. It's good to shoot the zombies again. So there is still no information on when we can expect Alpha 13. You know, there's a ton of speculation of when some people think it might come out, but no one knows for sure. And what they're saying is the developer anticipated it coming out already by now, you know, but they keep adding so much new stuff to the game. There ain't no way I'm going to find this thing. They keep adding so much stuff to the game that it's, you know, extending it out longer and longer. And, you know, in a way, you gotta give them props for that, right? Instead of doing like a lot of other developers do, which is do like updates every week with stuff that you really can't tell, you know, allow you to play the game in its state, and then maybe every couple months do an update where there's some huge changes, which is what these guys are doing. And I think it's pretty cool. And they said, oh, what do we got here? A little supply crate for Meaty. Nothing really good. Oh, barrel. Dude, it's so nice to shoot zombies again. So good. What do you want from me? Okay, so anyway, the amount of changes that they're making, you really need to go, if you're interested, to the blog and check it out. And if not, you know, you can kind of wait for. Hold on, I'm gonna reference it real quick. Let me just hang on a second. All right, you guys, I'm back. I pulled up the blog on my other computer here. And it's actually, you can type in 7 Days to Die blog and probably find it, but the actual link is joelhuenick.tumblr.com. That's where he's actually posting the blog stuff. So it's Joel, HUENINK.tumblr.com. Okay? And so here's just a couple things. I'm going to try and, I had to refresh my memory because I actually read it last night, but besides the whole thing with the Screamer zombie, they're doing a lot of stuff with almost every block now they're saying is going to be placeable. Something to do with, before they had the idea of that working, but it didn't. The shaders in the Unity engine and just the stuff wasn't working right together. But it seems like they got it going. They're working on optimization and bug fixes right now. That's really probably the main holdup of everything, which is good because that's the stuff that I'm looking for too. You know, I can feel it, little Skippy in here still, you know, pretty far into the game's life cycle. I would like to see a little bit more optimization going on, which seems like they're working on that, which is good. They're adding in some new armors, like hide armor, which they're saying it's going to help you. This is curious, and I may not have read in depth enough, but they said it's going to help you in areas like the snow biomes, which makes me wonder, thinking of like Ark Survival, how you get hot and cold cycles, are they going to add in some sort of, you know, element of weather effects on you? I did not see it in there, but why would they say that the hide will keep you warmer in these other areas. But from the aspect of how it looks awesome. It looks really cool. So that'll be interesting. Now the other real big one that I can see here, just let me scroll back to it. Bug fixes, hide armor. All right, so this is the big one that I think. Everything is going to be... Crafting is going to have a skill-based system and also weapons, all right? So it's saying basically that you're going to, like, your melee weapons, your... See, I saw these houses over here. Your melee weapons, your crossbows, your firearms, everything's going to have a skill-based system. So, it basically says, look, if let's say you get up to a high level, like level 60 or something, and you've never really used like a club. Say you want to start using like a club to melee things. You're going to start off at... Okay, there's a supply drop right here that probably fell at some other time and I didn't go get it. I love finding random supply drops. Delish. That's a bear. And that's the 9mm to bear's face. Hello. Barrel. I love the bears. I think they're awesome. I haven't got some bear... Oops. That just happened. I haven't got some bear meat in a long time, so we got some more. Anyway, there's a lot of cool stuff going on. So I think that, again, if the developers are saying the updates make them feel like they're almost making a sequel to the game, meaning there's so many changes that it could be like a DLC, it could be a totally different feeling to be able to play that. Did you see that? Interesting. It looked like interesting, like you could see the fragments in there. Oh, hi. Lady. She's my one and only lady. Love this gun. So good. It's so good. Except it does have a range. You can see right there. There is a range to this gun. Anywho. Let's see. Eye candy portion, blah, blah, blah. Also, okay, so basically it's saying... Let's say you're level 60 and you never made a club before. You will start out at skill level number 1, just like everything else. Killing things gives you more XP than simply damaging an enemy. So, there's a lot of other things that will make it new and exciting. So again, if you guys are really interested in the details of all that stuff, look up the 7 Days to Die blog if you are interested. I looked it up primarily to get an idea to kind of pass on to you guys whether there's something going to be really cool to look forward to. I'm talking about, doing another Let's Play of this with the new alpha drop. Making sure that you guys understand that it's not going to be like, oh, here we go again, the same old thing. Also, they're adding, what they do is they add stuff to the default world. There is a default map that has, like, all the stuff in it, and it's smaller, versus these maps, which are random gen. Random gen will generate to the towns and stuff like that, but... in general, if you want to see a lot of the cool stuff, they'll put it in that default map. Now, I've done that before where I've started on that map and then went to a random gen world. I may do that. I may start on that map to see all the stuff. They talked about, they put in a whole new factory area, all kinds of neat stuff. And if there's a bunker in that world that's actually where we know where it's at, that would be cool because then you could go find it, make your home, and then... cruise around and look at everything. Random gen worlds are pretty cool because just that, the randomness of it. But I do like once in a while switching it up, so it should be interesting. It should be really interesting, but it's hard not to continue to play. I mean, I really do like this game. I think where this game shines, the game really shines. It's not just the fact that it's a zombie game. that it has good weapons, and oh, they added an AK-47 in as well. An AK-47, you guys. That was the other big one. I can't wait for that. That's going to be so cool. That'll be like my... I mean, if you look... These guns that I have here, you know, I also have the MP5 down in the locker. But these guns here are my primaries that you always see. The shotgun, obviously, I always strive to get a sniper for distance. And then these two guys here, you know. But what do I use for that mid-range? I always use my sniper. Up close, I use my shotgun. You know, a little bit... Still mid-range is the pistols. So an AK, an assault rifle, should be super cool. I think that'd be really cool. I like it a lot. Oh, that stuff all fell right there. Became that. So what I was saying was, the reason why I like this game so much is how it does so many different things well, right? It does the zombies and the guns well. It does the building really well. You know, it does the random world generation, the whole survival aspect of it, you know. If you look at a lot of your favorite games, you know, everybody knows their favorite games. A lot of people talk about the same games. We talk about Ark Survival. We talk about Rust, you know. We talk about those types of games that we've played. You know, look at Stranded Deep. Look at Salt and all the Forest and all those other ones that I played. Survival horror games. This combines a little bit of everything into one game. And surprisingly, I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't see a ton of people playing this on YouTube, even though I don't look it up. Maybe I'm just wrong, but you know, when you do searches and stuff, you know, you see Rust and Ark. You know, Ark is the big thing right now. Ark does a lot of things really good, you know, especially the whole dinosaur thing. But the building and all that is really well done there as well. So, I don't know. I like this game. It's obviously had a ton of longevity for me, even in its alpha phase. So after Alpha 13 drops, let's say Alpha 13 drops, and it gives us all this new stuff, this really cool, interesting new stuff. And it works well, and they find some decent optimization on it, right? They say we find some decent optimization on it. When are they going to release it as no longer an alpha game, but an actual, you know, release game? Just curious, you know. I'm not saying that it needs to be done right this second, because it works pretty good for what it is, you know. Oh, we need this. That. I got 5 and 5. Take half of the... I think if you... Oops, that's not what I want to do. I want to do that. 5 of those. 22 of those. Delicious. So anyway, like I said, it's weird. Like, when do you think were they ever? Look, I'm not gonna complain about it, because my other complaints, I'm gonna wait till nighttime, see what's gonna happen out here. My other complaints were those other, you know, companies that will remain nameless that release games saying, oh, you know, this is our alpha pre-release, come buy it, and then they don't do anything with it, right? This game here, nonstop, has continually updated. I mean, obviously Rust has as well, but, you know, Rust is from a studio from, like, the Gary's Mod people, you know? So that's going to happen. They're not gonna screw over the consumer. And obviously, these guys, the fun pimps, aren't either. They are continuing to work on... I believe that they're a small group of people, because if you read the blogs, they name the people. Oh, so-and-so's working on this, and this guy's working on that. You know, there's like 4 or 5 people that they talk about working on things, and that's a small studio. Very small. Now, I'm sure there's other people, but you guys get the meat, the meat and potatoes of what I'm talking about here. Is there going to be any zombies come down here? I'm curious if we're going to get like an onslaught of craziness go on again. I don't know if I have the ammo for it. I'm scared. I'm going inside. Oh, I don't want to do that again. It's gotten really nerve-wracking before. I really like this bunker. I really like having this bunker. you know, so much stuff pre-done in here. It's pretty neat. Anyway, you guys, I really wanted to come back in here. I wanted to play, you know, just play a little bit, see the world, shoot some zombies, talk about, you know, the Alpha 13 again, because there's more and more details that keep coming out. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, from what I've seen, it looks like they would like to release it before the first of the year. They would like to release it in December, but we don't know if that's going to happen. But I can promise you this, as soon as it does release, we will start a new Let's Play from scratch, you know, from level 0, obviously, and work our way up and see what we can do and check out all the new stuff. You know, go out and find it. See what these new systems are about. See what the new building is about. See what the new armors are about. All these different things. The new guns. I mean, whenever they add, all you have to do is add one gun in. It could be so interesting. I mean, I don't know. Pretty excited about it. And, you know, we've got 300 plus videos of 7 Days to Die, so there'll be more to come in the future. And I don't know, I'm not saying one way or another whether I will or whether I won't play anymore. I do miss playing this thing. I used to play this a lot. Maybe I'll play, you know, one here, one there. I need to do something, though. Like right now, like this episode, I really didn't do anything, just talked. Maybe I need to go, maybe we need to go somewhere, you know, and leave this as our home, but go venture out, like somewhere really far away. But if you look, if I just go this way, from where I'm at, maybe it just didn't spawn. I haven't gone here at all. So just off this way, just take off over here. I could take off on the mini bike. All up here has been a lot of searching around. Because remember, this was the map that Guns and I had originally started. This is on our multiplayer server. You can see how far away I am from the 0-0 mark where we pretty much start, you know, 3,000 away. So that's pretty good. Got the little town. I want to have a marker there on that town. It's interesting. And we found something down here. I think it was another military thing was down here somewhere. Either that or... I thought there was one down here. Not 100% sure. Anyway, really looking forward to the next thing. I know some of you guys are missing these videos, and I do too. I love these guns and weapons, so I'm kind of doing some evaluating on, you know, these games. They were still pretty popular with you guys, you know, this one. So, I don't know. I have an idea of maybe... I don't know if I should go into the world that is the default map and do one of that until Alpha 13 comes out. This world is so cool here with the bunker, it's almost like I don't want to get rid of it, but maybe I'll start one of those until Alpha 13 comes out, just so we don't... I don't like having to wait. I don't want to stop playing a game that I like so much for a month or two just waiting for a release. I'll think about it. I'll kick it around. If you guys think that's a good idea, drop a comment in here or hit me up on Twitter. Let me know. Say, yeah, I think that'd be fun. You know, I'd check out the, you know, maybe we can do like a theme or something and RP it, roleplay something on the default map. Might be fun. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me today on 7 Days to Die. I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of return of this and some discussion, more discussion on the Alpha 13 update. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I will see you next time. Later.